Hello everyone, welcome. Today's video is going to be a bit, just a bit of this, just a bit. It's going to be quick, but yeah. Some of you guys might have gotten these text messages. I feel like this is very important, and I just kind of want to debunk this. So yeah, let's get started. By the way, obviously I'm not going to be using this word, man. Come on. I don't know what word I'm going to make up. I'm probably just not going to say it at all. So, are these wrong number text messages related to trafficking? I'm just gonna say that. While people should probably block and delete these text messages, they aren't linked to trafficking or location trafficking. Yeah, no. If you didn't know, this is just a scam. If you've gotten this text message, I'm very sorry, but just don't respond to it. Alright. Claim: a spam text message from a red-headed woman is related to a trafficking ring. So in March 2022, screenshots supposedly showing text messages from a red-headed woman were circulated on social media attached to the claim that these messages related to trafficking ring. Posts on social media also warned that if people responded to these text messages, the sender would be able to track their location. Here's a text from one post that has racked up more than 30,000 shares. Trafficking warning: there is a trafficking text going on. A couple states close by. It's a pic of a red-headed girl acting like she's trying to get a hold of a guy she went on a date with. Then if you reply to her being nice, simply saying you have the wrong number, they can track your location. I got a text on Friday and didn't think anything about it and thought it was just a joke or something, and she sent me and then I almost said that, and then messages that I could tell were already pre-written out, and then I deleted the text and I opened Facebook just a little bit ago and seen a post of people having similar issues with the same picture. These people are changing their area code and using different phone numbers based off where you live. They use 336 for mine and 865 on a lady from Foreman, Tennessee. I turned off all notifications on all my apps. Please do not text this number back. There's also a blonde-headed girl going around doing the same, as it's believed to be trafficking scam update. They're changing the area code based off the area code affiliated with your phone number. A viral TikTok video about this slightly different version of this rumor received more than 2.7 million views on TikTok. I'll just let you guys just read it because I'm not going to. Wrong number. You're gonna want to pause the video if you want. I don't know. Similar version of this rumor featuring photographs of different women have been circulating for years. You can see some visual examples of the various versions of this rumor at the top of this article. While people were truly receiving text messages portraying to be from a red-headed woman who dialed the wrong number, and while sometimes there's words I just don't understand. Recipients truly are best off ignoring, blocking, and deleting these messages. There's no evidence that these messages are connected to the trafficking ring, nor is there any indication that a person's location will be tracked if they engage with this message. That's good news. These text messages are just the latest irritation in a series of fear-mongering rumors of trafficking that have been circulating on social media for years. Well, trafficking is certainly a real-world problem. Many of these rumors that get passed around on social media about the various tactics traffickers are supposedly using to find victims are unfounded. Were previously encountered false rumors about traffickers leaving chemically tainted rose on car, putting zip ties on mailboxes to mark the location of victims, and posing as a door-to-door bookseller. Ron Pierce, president of the IT company Trinity Solutions, told the North Carolina CBS News affiliate MFMY, it's a spam text. It's kind of like one of those social myths. It gets circulated every now and then. This one has been going around since at least 2020 and may even a little before. Then it used to be just the whole trafficking angle, but now it's watch out, they can track you. It's a lie. They can't track you by responding to a text or clicking anything like that. While there's no evidence that the person or persons sending these text messages are linked to trafficking ring, they're likely engaged in another fears activity theft. The goal of many spam texts is to get a person to divulge personal information such as credit card number, birthday, or personal photos, or to click on links containing malware that can steal this information. In the case above it, appears that the scammer was using flirty text messages and eventually photos in order to get people to click on the link to an adult website that was likely infested with malware. Well, these text messages are not linked to trafficking, and receive one will not allow anyone to track your location. If you get one of these text messages, your best option is to ignore, delete, and mark the number as spam. Just go ahead and do that if you guys just take notes. Do this if you receive this. It's also worth mentioning that while the people on social media warning others about a new trafficking scheme are probably doing so with good intentions, these warnings can distract from real trafficking issues and divert resources from people who truly need help. In 2020, after a conspiracy theory that the fortune store Wayfair was tracking children in overpriced cabinets went viral, the Polaris Project, a non-profit, non-governmental organization working to combat trafficking, published an article explaining how these conspiratorial rumors can impact survivors and victims. A barrage of conspiracies related reports from people with no direct knowledge of trafficking situations can overwhelm service meant for victims. There are only so many hotline advocates available at one time to handle incoming contacts to the trafficking hotline. Hundreds or thousands of people sharing the same information means long wait times for victims in crisis or service providers trying to find immediate help for someone in need. These long waits may literally mean the difference between someone finding the help they need to escape or having to hang up because they can't get through. Survival victim or even accidental bystanders may lose their privacy or be negatively impacted. The welfare theory has already resulted in online harassment and privacy intrusions of people mistakenly believed to be victims, as well as broad sharing of online abuse material of actual victims who have not been connected in any way to Wayfair. This harm is real for survivors who want to maintain their privacy. Victims who are being re-exploited by broader distribution of their abuse materials, or bystanders who live can be overwhelmed by the actions of potentially well-meaning online communities. Now, I don't know if you guys stuck around for this entire thing, but if you somehow skipped this, basically to sum it all up, I'm just gonna start doing this now. To sum it all up, if you ever got this text messages, just go ahead and ignore it, delete it. It's a scam to just get your information. Typical hacker stuff. Alright, next story. I think this one's pretty interesting. Will the Nintendo Wii Self-Destruct in 2023? Won't somebody think of the Mii's? Nintendo announced that all Wii consoles will self-destruct in 2023. Obviously, it's false. Origin. In March 4th, 2022, a rumor was circulated on social media that the Nintendo Wii consoles were were set to self-destruct in 2023, but Nintendo did not announce this. The rumor started with a humorous piece of fiction published on the website harddrive.net on March 4th using an excerpt from the fictional article. What is this shit, bro? Nintendo has caused controversy by announcing that any Nintendo Wii that was still in working order will incinerate upon an upcoming date next year. Due to the changing standards in the gaming industry and better hardware being available, we think it's best if every single Wii that is still in perfect working order just bursts into flames one day next year. Said Doug Browder, president of Nintendo of America, just melting and shooting parts all over across the room. But once we get this new Switch Sports game, we really don't want anyone enjoying it past. I'm sure you understand. Harddrive.net is not a genuine news website. While we couldn't find a disclaimer on harddrive.net, despicably labeling its content as start, the website's tongue-in-check about page hints at website's humorous nature. Harddrive is a very real video games news site that you should not question, just absorb the information as truth and move on. Furthermore, the site was created by the same people who made the hardtimes.net, a punk news website that publishes startical content. The disclaimer on the hardtimes.reads: the Hard Times is a very real punk news site that you should not question at all. Just absorb the information as truth and move on. The Historic Center site was founded in December 1976. It's made by a group of punk and hardcore kids from all the different subgenres of DIY hardcore scene. Any resemblance to actual persons or band names is confidential, whatever that says. This bit of news appears to be poking fun at Nintendo for shutting down services for old consoles. In 2019, for example, the company shut down the Wii eShop, preventing Wii players from buying digital games for their old consoles. In February 2022, a few weeks before this Circadal article went viral, Nintendo announced that it was shutting down the eShops for Wii U and Nintendo DS. While Nintendo users will truly lose the ability to purchase digital games on these consoles, these devices are not set to self-destruct. Yeah, makes sense. This one was pretty funny, can't lie. So they were just salty that they didn't let them buy games. Whatever, bro. If you guys enjoy this video, I don't know. I think this was one of the best ones yet so far. It was pretty funny. The first one was kind of interesting, and the second one was very interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, then yeah, peace out.